All right, so we're here with Dick DeAngelis of Fairfield Productions. Hi, Dick.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to talk to you about your newest film because it's finally done.
I know, it's pretty exciting. We've been at it for almost 2 years. This is the longest we've been in production for a film.
Wow. Okay, and the film is about?
Parsons College. It's called Parsons. And it's about the 98-year history of this college that was here in Fairfield up until about 50 years ago and was a huge part, still is a huge part of what's happening in Fairfield. A lot of people who were at Parsons who are still an important part of the community. So we thought since Parsons had a real rough landing when it finished.
Yep.
Either people know Parsons as this flunk out you that went under and got flamed out in a big crash kind of feeling, or they went there and they know that it was this pretty amazing school that was very innovative, etc. And those two groups don't talk as much, even today, with each other to gain more understanding of really what happened, And so that's what the film's about, is let's find out what really happened all the way back from when it got started. And then let's bring it to people in a fun, entertaining way that I think the whole community will enjoy. All those people with all those understandings, they're going to learn a lot more because we dove really deep into the history and research in order to bring them the whole, what we think is a good picture of the story of what was there.
How interesting. Yeah. And your premiere is coming right up.
October 6th, 7th, and 8th, Friday and Saturday night at 7:30 and Sunday at 2:30 p.m. at the Cinema Fairfield, the Sondheim Theater at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center.
And the cost is?
Nothing.
Free.
So it's all free. We get tremendous amount of support from local groups, local businesses, local individuals, and the city. And one of the things we promise them is, even though we're a nonprofit and we're always looking for funding, we will present this for free to the community. And that's what we're doing. And there's a little box in case somebody has the wherewithal for them to put in a donation.
Free
we
will
appreciate
offering.
it. And they do. But
Absolutely.
I don't want anybody who can't afford it to not come because they feel like, I don't have money. Because this is really a part of our history. And we need to understand what happened here before in order to work better together in the future, And so that's the whole idea of the Fairfield History Series.
And I hear you have some pretty exciting news.
We do. So after talking with Mayor Connie Boyer, we decided to offer all of the previous films, 4 of them, which are available on DVDs still for $20 at Everybody's and at the Carnegie Museum. But, there's a lot of people who want to watch them online, and you can buy them online for $14.99 and stream them as a rental for $3.99. But for that week, from the 1st through the 8th, Mayor Boyer's going to call that Fairfield History Series Week, and we're going to offer links to the films, all the previous films, for free so that people can catch up and watch all the films. So you can go to fairfieldhistoryseries.com and find all the links there. Just look under movies and films and it'll take you there. Or you can even go to the Fairfield Media Center site. And there they have their YouTube site and they'll have a direct link to those films, the Fairfield History Series.
Wow.
So people can go to either site that they're comfortable with and get through to there. And the nice thing is we're going to make them available through YouTube. So somebody could even watch them on their TV if they have the YouTube app, like I have one of those dongles or whatever. And then and I can, watch YouTube on my big TV and watch any of the films.
So did you hear that? You can catch up with all of these for free. There's no excuse.
So
You've always wanted to watch them and you just were like, I don't want to spend $20. Watch them.
So that's Life Before Fairfield, the first one. That's all about the history of Fairfield before the white settlers got here and where the land how it got created, the water that got the waterways, and even both of the major tribes that were here, languages they spoke, their customs. It's really a fascinating film. Not quite as technically as good as some of my later films, but really interesting and packed with great information. Then there's Heroes of Fairfield, and that's 3 major stories that are beautiful stories that tell of heroes, different kinds of heroes, including stories about the Underground Railroad. And the research we did on that film, we received an award from the state for the historical content.
Nice.
And then A Place to Grow is the evolution of farming in and around Fairfield, Iowa. That received tremendous amount of awards and it's still being viewed in communities all throughout Iowa right now. And
nice.
It's really great. I love that movie. It's got a lot of heart.
Yes.
And it tells the story of our farmers, all kinds of farmers, from the Native American seed keepers of the earliest times here in this area to, the big time farmers in Jefferson County, a lot of the family farmers. It really is a beautiful story. And then Ahead of Their Time was the last film we came out with. And that is about 16 different stories of movers and shakers from Fairfield's past, including like Joel Turney from Turney Wagon Works and of course the Loudon brothers and their amazing journey and what it meant to Fairfield. But it also includes some interesting stories like Rebecca Keck, who is a woman that was a doctor and ended up becoming one of the most successful women from Fairfield in that time, in the 1870s, 1880s, for her work with natural elixirs that helped people get healthy. And she wasn't some quack. She actually had quite a bit of amazing knowledge. And then we had stories like James and Nancy Yancey, who were the first Black American a couple who were here during during Civil War. So they're here as part of the Underground Railroad, free Blacks that were well respected in our community. And not only helping people coming through who are escaping slavery and are freedom seekers, but they're actually helping them with their idea of what they need to do to get an education, to be a part of the communities. It's not enough just to be out of slavery, but there's something for them. Some beautiful and inspiring stories. So anyway, those are the 4 films. They're available for free, and we hope people come and watch them so that when they come on October 6th or 7th or 8th to see Parsons, you've seen the whole rest of the Fairfield History series to date, and then can come in and check the Parsons thing out. We did all the music for Parsons.
Nice.
Locally, and it's our most ambitious music project because a bunch of the story is from the 50s and 60s. So a lot of the music is that early rock and roll music. It's a lot of fun. And
so we're almost out of time. So tell me some of the people that you need to thank for helping you with this film.
Well, the music, Tim Britton is a real genius with music, and he was a big part of it. Jimmy Ryan, other musicians, Tom Morgan, so on. We had just a ton of fun. To give you an idea, we had one little section there where there's Sweet Georgia Brown's playing by Tom Morgan on a like Django kind of guitar thing, and then we needed a whistler to do it like the Harlem Globetrotters. Oh. And we couldn't find a whistle. All of a sudden we found Josie Overmeyer, a local musician, wonderful, and she is an amazing whistler. Ah! And so Tim recorded her and edited a little bit and came out beautifully. Anyway, we're thrilled about the music. Jason Strong is our director of photography. Did a lot of the editing of all the fine work that really takes the artist. I did a little of the heavy load of the editing, which is more the storytelling and the framing of it. Yep. And then Jason says, okay, now let me add it and I'll make it beautiful. Wow. And so anyway, we have a great partnership with the Fairfield Media Center, and Jason and I do also. Werner Elmker is a big help. He's the kind of go-to guy. Hey, we need this, and he does it. So it's all in all, we have a great team, and of course, this movie, the Fairfield alumni, the Parsons alumni, headed by Dave Neff, really were a huge help. And then the historical director for our group is Lawrence Iyer, who's working a lot at the Carnegie.
Oh, he's so
And
great.
Lawrence is a fabulous guy, been a part of our team for a long time. And we had, of course, the library and the museum and a whole bunch of other people. But a lot of the individual Parsons people would send us their films and say, here it is, it's 8mm or 16mm.
Oh my goodness.
So we'd had to digitize it and then make it available. So that's why our budget was a little higher this year for this film, but it was well worth it. I think people are going to come and they're going to have the time of their lives really seeing what Parsons was all about.
So watch the first 4, 5, watch the first ones,
Yeah.
October 1st through the 8th, and then come to the Sondheim, the 6th through the 8th, and watch the movie. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having
so
me.
excited to watch it.
Oh, thanks. We're excited about it and hope Fairfield loves it.
Thanks, Jason, for once again capturing our fun.